Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long when they had been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Third and long for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down carry here for Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Down at the line of scrimmage. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21. Ravens, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The stop made.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun, completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
57, Mike 57. Here we go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, I'm 133.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Beckham Jr.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Joey Slye.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver, maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now Johnson. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Steps away to his left. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Kings. Hey. Check tight. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come to my world.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I'm coming. 40's the mic. You ain't nothing.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. From 8 yards out, and the Browns are pouring it on. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here I come. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun, Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Check 30. Middle. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Browns 42, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. First down, Mayfield rolling to his right. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's coming. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tony's mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Up. Hey, alert 33. Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
At their own 36-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Man left. Even. 4th down. Even. Hey, alert 33. Yeah. You don't want none. No. Check.
On third down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wagner. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
49-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Wagner. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
The 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 7.
Mayfield now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Raven first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 39, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot. But
oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wagner. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And again, it's Mayfield. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Browns 51, Ravens 15.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Number 35.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Johnson. Big hold of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 41, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the deep ball. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's downed inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
51.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it bad. no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.